Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a fantastic Friday. If you're new here, hi, my name is Jessicajurcan and I am an aspiring author currently working on my debut novel, The Vigilantes. The name is still in the works. I created my channel in January to share with you my experiences on my self-publishing journey and to share with you some tips that I wish someone would have shared with me along the way and other tips that people were kind enough to share with me. Today's topic is all about critique partners. A critique partner, or a CP, for those who don't know, is a fellow writer who's willing to dedicate the necessary hours to reading your manuscript and helping you edit it. A CP is willing to dedicate hours on end to read your manuscript, no matter what stage of the writing process you are with it. Some CPs even read the same manuscript multiple times before it's ever published. I want to make it clear, a CP is not a beta reader. A beta reader is just a reader. It's implied in the name. They look for the entertainment value in your manuscript, while a critique partner looks for everything from punctuation marks to character development, world building, to everything. A critique partner is there to help you make your manuscript the best it can be, and you have to do the same thing in return. You can work with any number of critique partners you want. I started recruiting up 5, but I ended up working with just 2. If you agree to become a CP, you must honor your agreement. If you're not really feeling the story, tell the person. Don't just let them be waiting for feedback they're never going to get. As a critique partner, you need to be reliable and fair. You're going to get feedback, you're going to need to give feedback as well. When you start critiquing a novel, it can be easier to point out the negatives, but that can be discouraging to the other person when they end up getting their manuscript and they see it all in red. Who wouldn't be disappointed seeing their novel all in red? So you should try to point out the positive as well as the negatives. So let's say if the person is struggling with fight scenes. If you see a fight scene that was written well, quick, actiony, if this is the best they've written so far, point it out. Give it as an example. Pointing out the good isn't meant to just be a pat on the back for the other person. It's a way to encourage a fellow writer who might be struggling sometimes and who really needs to hear some of the good things in your novel. If you find negative things, don't just point them out. Try to come up with suggestions of how they can fix it. Because nothing is more annoying than someone pointing out a scene is horrible, but not why or how to fix it. Because if you could have fixed it from the start, that wouldn't have been a problem. Now would it? Now the question is, where do you find a CP? Well, you can find a CP all over the internet. You can go on Scribophile, you can go on different Facebook groups, you can use your social media platform if you have one. Kim Chance, a fellow author tuber, likes to host Chance to Connect. I think she's doing one pretty soon, where people come and make posts about their manuscript, about themselves, and wait to get in contact with a CP. Let's say you make a post on her blog. Other people come and read it, and if your post sounds interesting, if it sounds like you two would be a match, they would message you and you would start getting in contact. Personally, I tried it last year. It didn't really work out for me. But for someone who's just starting looking, I really recommend Chance to Connect. The way I found my CPs was I contacted one through a private message on Instagram, and she responded. And ever since, we've kept in touch quite frequently, even if we don't work on each other's manuscript. And I found the other one by posting a announce on a Google Docs forum with writers. Unfortunately, I'm not part of that anymore. I personally highly recommend working with a CP. A critique partner is, like I mentioned, a fellow writer, and who understands writer struggles more than writers. You can talk to them and you can keep in touch very frequently. And with a CP, you've just made a new writing friend. So if you have the chance to go work with one, take it. Now, it may not always be a match from the beginning. I was fortunate enough to have it be a match from the very start. So if it doesn't work out, don't be discouraged. It happens to a lot of writers, so you can just go and look for the next critique partner who is going to be the one. That's all I have for this video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe because I post new videos every Fridays. I recently posted the first chapter of my manuscript on my website. The link is down below, or I'll pop it up here and here. I'll see you later. But you can go check it out if you want, and if you want to leave a feedback, it's more than appreciated. Hope you have a nice day and a fantastic weekend. Bye!